Okay, so here today I'm going to be presenting you guys my reasoning why I think the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight was possibly rigged. With that being said, I'm not saying that it definitely was rigged, okay? I'm saying that it has a potential, and the reason for that is because there is also previous stuff that has happened in the past that makes this even more questionable. The thing that I'm referring to is the Ben Askren fight. That is what brings a lot of questions into the air. But what I'm actually really referring to is the Ariel Helwani interview of both fighters, Tyron and Jake, when they were both interviewed 9 minutes and 6 seconds into that interview. They asked Tyron what he thinks about people saying that that fight between Ben Askren and Jake Paul was rigged, and how even Dana White is going as far as saying that he thinks it was possibly rigged. Tyron's answer to that question was they don't rig fights. They stopped doing that in the 1920s, and it just magically stopped happening. They don't do it anymore. People aren't corrupt anymore. People don't do that stuff. That's weird. It's very weird because, one, that just doesn't happen. People don't just get better over that amount of period of time. And people have thrown fights since the 1920s, so none of that makes sense. But the real thing that raised attention for me was Jake Paul's response to what Tyron just said to that question was, that's what you're doing though. He basically said you're going into this fight knowing that you're going to get knocked out though. And he kind of tried to cover it up like, oh yeah, but you know you're going to get knocked out because I'm going to beat you. And I don't know. You could see in Tyron's reaction that he was like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? He's like, kept on saying, why would you say that? And obviously that could be an organic reaction. You could be questioning why someone is acting like you are a liar. No one wants to be called a liar. So there is potential in that being the reason. But, I mean, come on. It seems a little weird, huh? It seems a little weird that you would even say that in an opening of your fight. Basically saying that your opponent is throwing the fight. And if I'm not mistaken, in one of the interviews or the interactions between Ben Askren and Jake Paul, I'm pretty sure there was also something very, very similar brought up in either one of their interviews or one of their interactions in some type of context. They said something about him throwing the fight, and Ben Askren was like, ha ha ha, that's not happening, and Jake's like, that is happening, basically. And it was just very weird. It's very strange for that to even happen. Obviously, I'm not saying that is actual proof, but it is an eye-opening statement. It is something that you guys should definitely go check out. So I'm going to leave the link of that video in the description. And I want to hear you guys' opinion. Hopefully, Instagram lets me leave the comments turned on. But if not, then I might have to just turn the video to age restricted. But I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, hit the subscribe button, and I will have much more content like this, so definitely stay tuned. Appreciate you.